The following video is presented by Audience on Demand, programmatic solutions from Vivaki. For more information, go to audienceondemand.de.
Hi, I'm Ronan Shields from ExchangeWire. You're joining me here at Adtrader Berlin 2015. We're very lucky to be joined by Jesse Conti, who is the AppNexus VP of Account Management and Sales. You gave a keynote presentation today, all very interesting, thank you very much. The subject of which was holistic yield optimization for publishers. Obviously, AppNexus has made a few moves in this space over the last 12 months. So I was wondering if you could kind of sum up what were the key developments during that time.
Thank you, yeah. So this is absolutely key for AppNexus, and as you mentioned, we did acquire a big ad server called OpenAdStream, who really helped us, meaning to get our solutions much more towards ad serving and have a much wider kind of way to serve premium publishers from an ad serving standpoint. And the second topic, which is absolutely key to an efficient yield monetization and optimization, is the forecasting piece. And with that, the Yieldx acquisition has been really important. Yieldx is one of the best solutions around.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned the accuracy of the yield optimization was quite important. What rates can Yieldx hit with that? And how does that compare to, say, the benchmark industry average?
So Yieldx forecasting is by essence, a much more efficient way to forecast both supply and both demand. And the reason is essentially that Yieldx really works from the log-level data, which means that they are really aggregating all the data from the website on the supply and on the demand to be able to have a more efficient and more accurate forecasting, and this is key. From a run-of-site standpoint, based on previous studies we've made, what we've seen is that Yieldx was 30% more, meaning efficient and relevant from a forecasting standpoint, just on run-of-site versus other forecasting solution. And obviously, this kind of gap towards an advantage gives an advantage to Yieldx, the more specific you become. So trying to forecast overlapping audience segments, women 35, 45 years old, living in Berlin, interested in finance, Yieldx still get a 90% relevance and accuracy from a forecasting standpoint, when other forecasting solutions are barely at the 30 to 40 level, percentage-wise.
Okay. Clearly you think it's the best on the market. During your presentation, you also said, one of the reasons why you would say why you can trust Yieldx above, say, other competitive products was that there's no secret wand, I think, was the specific quote. Without naming names, what common misnomers or secret wand, black box type things do you see being used out there in the industry?
So I would say, meaning there is no secret one to some extent, but you can have meaning some tricks. And what is absolutely clear to some extent is that if you are just trying to do forecasting with a sample of data, you're never going to be as accurate as if you would be doing it based on all the data you can potentially gather from this website. That's one kind of thing. On the second topic, having access to different pool of demand, diversifying your pool of demand, so increasing to some extent the bid density, is going to provide you a much higher return for your inventory, which means by having more source of demand competing against each other, you're going to be making more money, as long as you've got the right forecasting to anticipate your supply.
Okay, great. Jesse Conti, thank you very much for your time and enjoy the rest of the show. I'm Ronan Shields from Adtrader Conference Berlin.